Welcome back to the Spring Boot in the Cloud series. In this video, we will learn how to assign a static IP in your EC2 instance, and also we will do some maintenance work on the application that we ran on the last video. So let's get started. Okay, so in our last video, we have created an instance which has an IP address which is IPv4. But the problem with this IP address is that it's not actually a permanent IP address. So if you start using it, often you will find this IP address is getting changed because this is not a static IP address. So if you try to assign this IP address into some DNS, actually it might have some issue. So how can we fix this issue? To fix this issue, we're gonna create an elastic IP for this instance. To do that, we're gonna search in the box elastic IP, and there's a feature over here. We'll click on that. So now we are in the elastic IP block. Now we will actually allocate an elastic IP. So it's going to be Amazon's pool of IPv4 address, and then we click on allocate, and then we got our new elastic IP, which is actually a static IP. Now we have to assign this elastic IP to an instance. So how do we do that? So we select this, and then we click on the action, and then we associate elastic IP address, and then here we select the instance, and if we click on that, this is the instance we're running. So we're going to select this instance. If it's showing an ID, if you add a name on the instance, then it will actually show the name. So for now, just click that instance and then click associate. So nice, it got associated. So I believe if we go back to instance, let's see what's the IP address is showing over there. So let's go to EC2 dashboard, instances, and you can see there's a public IPv4 address. That's public. It got updated with our new IP address. So now, as we have changed our elastic IPv4 address, we're gonna actually do some change on our PuTTY configuration as well. So for that, we'll open PuTTY. So here we had this configuration saved earlier. So we'll load the configuration, and you can see the IP address was different. So we will update the IP address. Now it's using the public IP address, which is static IP address, and then we will click save. Then it will override that existing configuration. So it got saved. Now you can double click to open this PuTTY. So I got it in a separate window. I'm gonna drag it. So as this is a new IP address, so it's actually asking you to accept some information. I'll accept it and put the login. As usual, I'll do Ubuntu. Nice, I got logged in. So we'll do ls. We have the Spring Boot application folder. So we'll go inside there, do another ls. So we have our Maven command is already there. So we're gonna start the application. We don't need to build the application because the code is already built. We'll just go inside the target folder, and we have a jar file here. Okay, so one problem with our previous approach, like when we're doing like java -jar, then we just ran this jar file, is actually the log is being printed on the console. So what's going to happen after you run the application, you will shut down the PuTTY, right? So you won't see any more console, but you may want to actually watch the logs, right? So for that, we're going to actually do a different approach. We're going to actually print out this log into a file. So how do we do that? So for that, let's start the command with the sudo, and we will make sure our log is getting printed into a file. So for that, we are going to use this right arrow sign, and then let's call it log.txt, and then to make sure the application is running on the background, we use a sign called ampersand, and this will actually make sure it will free up your console so you can check on the file actually. So you hit the command and then see you have your console freed up. So now if you do ls, you will see there is a new file got log.txt is there. Okay, so now you can do tail -f 200 log.txt to check on that log. So it's actually showing the log, right? So now if we hit that new IP address with our endpoint 8080/hello, it will hit our application. Nice. So the hello world is up, and if you want to check on there, so you can see it's initialized it added some more logs over here because we hit this controller. So now we are seeing this log live actually. So even if you actually press Ctrl+C and get out of this console, still the application is running, right? So that's how you can actually make it running. And now if you even close the PuTTY, it will keep running on the background. So that is one tips. And the other tips is, suppose if you want to see your application is running or not, so you can use the command sudo netstat-ntpl. Then it will show you all the ports that is being occupied. So 8080 is our port, and this is running. This is the process ID which is running. So now suppose for some reason you want to actually restart the application, so you have to kill the application, right? So how do you do that? So you have your PID here, then you just do sudo kill -9 and then copy this port. I don't need Java, we just need the port number, and then hit enter. And if it got killed, you can see the command prompt. And then if you do netstat-ntpl, then you'll see that port is not occupied anymore. So another way to test it is just to hit this endpoint, and this should show like, okay, it's not up and running. Cool. So that's how you can actually run the application in the background, and you can kill it and you can actually run it again. So that's how you can maintain your application into an Ubuntu machine in Amazon EC2. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get up to date with our channel as we upload videos in every week. That's it for today. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.